Well, Coach, Revis down at Southeast Guilford just got a huge win first round of the conference tournament. Tough 4 versus 5 seed. Just lost to the same team, I think, back on Friday. What about the turnaround and how close this game was? And how'd you girls, a lot of questions asked. How'd you keep your composure? How'd you keep it all together down the stretch?
So we knew Friday it was just a game. We come in over the weekend. We talked. We had a game plan. We knew we were playing them here. We've had a great record at home so far. We didn't have but 4 people score Friday, so we knew that's one of the things that we had to change. We knew we had to stop 21, and we made a game plan for that. So that's kind of where we took it for today.
Part of the game plan probably too is put a lot of pressure on number 0, the point guard.
Yes, that was part of the game plan, to pressure 0 and keep a guard on 21 and double her when she goes down. So I think Sophia Stevens, she did a great job with that. She played her all night long. She executed that. She did greatly in the long stretch. Also, Riggs, she played 21 and the big. They helped tremendous. So I don't know exactly how many she had. She still had a great game, but that was the game plan. They did it great.
End of the game, it all comes down to you won the ball game and kept them away from the basket toward the end. They had a couple of good looks on that last possession, and the game was still tight. So you withstood the pressure, stayed together. Got to be happy about your team's composure, especially.
They've been working all year for that, and me and my assistants, we always say it comes from the heart. We knew we could play that 16 minutes when we come out at half, and that's what they did. They played from the heart, and they got the job done.
As you've been looking over, how did you turn this thing around? You come into a program that was kind of hit hard by a lot of changes in the program, people moving, coming and going. You stuck with it, and you got these girls kind of dealing like. So saw you back in the Hayco tournament and was very impressed in the beginning there, and you've brought these girls along. Put you in for a big nod for Coach of the Year in the conference, the work job you've done so far. But talk about that, how you kept this team together, how you withstood all the things that were going on and made it work like it does now.
A lot was slowing down, coming together as a team, knowing each other's roles. I think that these girls never played with each other. We had a transfer coming in. Morgan is coming in from JV. Sophie was the only varsity player last year. So getting these girls to all work together, coaching staff, basically it's a team effort, and once they figured out their roles and what we needed to do, it's coming together perfectly. And we're still not at the peak, so we're ready to go in this postseason.
So what happens next? When do you play again? Do you automatically play again tomorrow, or do you play Wednesday?
Yes, we play tomorrow. We got depends on who won against Northwest and Western.
So figure maybe toward the higher seeded team, possibly Northwest Guilford. Mm-hmm. So who do you pull in first among your players? Who do you want to talk about first? You got 3 young ladies that did a great job in this game. Who do you talk about first here? Who do we bring in?
Let's talk about senior. Our senior came in from Jordan High School. She has a great role. She's just anything we asked to do. This morning we came in, we talked about it, we had a game plan. She knew she had a task to do, and she stuck with it. She didn't get frustrated. She stuck with it. She stuck with 21, and I think that's a big part of us coming out on top.
Ms. Riggs, talk about your defense in the game today. A lot of times the girls look for who scored the most points. Sometimes it's who scored the least amount of points because you're covering them so good on defense. Talk about your defensive game plan, how you covered so well in the game against Hattie Sluggan, their fine player from Page.
Yeah, she's a really good player on offense, but my tactic coming in was just to stay one hand in front of her, 1 foot behind her, get in between her and the goal.
You know, she's going to get some of her points, but you limit her to enough shots late in the game to keep her away from the basket. That was the key, too. Not give them many good looks late in the game. When you had that lead, you had to preserve that lead and protect it. And talk about how the team, you felt like watching your girls play together, how they came together in that game to pull off this win.
Yeah, I think with me and Sophia Stevens really pushing hard on man defense. I think the rest of the team did a really good job with the help and coming out if somebody was open, especially in the last couple of seconds of the game when they had a bunch of threes that they were trying to shoot up.
Coach talked about working out in the mornings. How much morning workout do you girls do? How many morning meetings do you have as a team? Do you meet a lot, work a lot in the morning too?
We usually meet in our locker room before the school day every single day, and we talk about whatever game that we have coming up or whatever practice that we have. So
how do you like this Falcons team? Always fun to be around a bunch of kids that are winning and playing well, but you come a long way with this team this year. How's it come together? How do you like this team now?
it's no words can describe like how I feel about the team. They're like great to be around. They made my transition to this school like 10 times easier. So they're awesome. They're all awesome.
You've all bonded well then, bonded together.
Yes.
Congratulations on the win. You got to win again tomorrow. That's the plan. When you go into the tournament, got to keep winning to preserve, keep going. I feel like you'll be in the playoffs. Fine job today, and let's see what the coach has lined up next. Coach, who do we talk to next?
Sophia Stevens. The last seconds of the game, I'm super proud of her. She locked up 0, and that was her job. She stuck with her, made it hard for her to get up the court, and I'm just super proud of her doing that.
Sophia, you knew where the ball was going. You knew it was going to go to number 0, Venori. What did you do to try to slow her down? What was your plan with your feet and your hands, your arms, to try to cover her and keep her from getting to the bucket? And also, she got to the basket a few times, but you made the shots tough, made her take tough shots there.
I knew my job going in was going to be able to have to stay on my feet. I knew she was shifty, so I knew I was going to have to do a lot of moving, just contesting to make sure she wasn't getting as many shots as she usually gets.
What about when you're playing defense? A couple of times you kind of hoping maybe get that 5-second call because you had her closely guarded a number of times. You kind of hoping maybe that might play some out too, possibly.
Yes, sir. I was just continue to stay on the ball. I knew as long as I locked her up, there wasn't going to be many other options, so that was just my goal primarily.
One thing I didn't talk to Coach about, so let you talk about it and talk about the rest of the team. What about the way the team shot free throws today? Very good at the foul line. A lot of free throws from both teams, making key free throws to this game. Talk about how that makes a difference for your team.
Yes, we knew that was going to be a key point throughout the whole year, so we've been practicing every day. Throughout the week, we've been making charts, shooting every day. We just made it a goal for our team this year.
Outstanding job today. Congratulations on a short-lived moment. You got to get ready for the game tomorrow. You got a quick turnaround. Good luck tomorrow in your game, and keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coach, who's up next? Odom?
Yes, Morgan Odom's up. I know we talked a lot about defense, but these 3, we call them the big 3 for a reason. They're great on defense, and Morgan the last couple games has come alive with her defense, and it just makes her offense even better. She's our offense. She's always in double digits. She is our motor on offense, whether it's from the 3 or driving to the hole. So,
tell you what, every team needs a big 3. I think people sometimes say you got all the other players to help, but you got to have kind of a big 3 you kind of lean on to get that job done. And Odom, how about this season? Go back to Hooker. We saw you back in the Hooker tournament. First, I didn't know much about you then. We saw you in that tournament playing extremely well. And you and Stevens kind of carried the team early. The other girls kind of jump on the wagon, helping you out now. Talk about the big win today, what this means to the team, how this team has advanced, improved, and gotten better. Now moved to the semifinals of the tournament.
I think we've grown a lot from the beginning of the season as a team. Our chemistry has gotten a lot better, and we've all learned from each other. We've all learned how we play and stuff, and I think it's helped us as a better team.
What did you do today inside to allow yourself to get by that basket? About 2 feet from the bucket, you're pretty dangerous right around that basket. Those putbacks, those bank shots to go in. What did you do to get yourself positioned to get those shots in and catch those passes, making sure they went down today, make sure the shots went in?
I try to make sure my feet are set. I'm trying to keep my composure and stay calm whenever I shoot the ball, so I can get a good shot off and for a better percentage.
I'm thinking about you too, baby. Did you get some 3-point shots today too? I'm thinking about 4 threes to start the game. Here you are, you're like a big post player, right? Out shooting those threes and nailed 4 to begin the game. That was dangerous. That got the team ahead early, got them off to a good start. Talk about the 3-point shot and how the big girl shoots the 3-pointer too.
My 3-point shot at the beginning, I think it really helped the energy grow, and I think it really got us all pumped up, which I think helped us in the long run.
Now, those threes are big, the layups are big, but the most important game in these games sometimes is the free throws. Again, talk to her about that. Talk about the key for the team at the foul line, how they converted at the foul line and hit the key. That little number 10, what's her name?
Logan Earhart.
Logan Earhart. I think Earhart was driving like Dale Earnhardt today because she hit those key shots, those free throws, looking extremely well. Big part of your game, the free throws. That kind of clinched it toward the end. And talk about how important they are for the team too.
I think it really helps at the end because really the game really comes down to free throws in a close game like that, and those are just must-make free throws.
Talk about the last possession. Team had to make sure that Paige could not put that ball in and maybe get a 3-point shot and then maybe a foul, anything that happened late in the game. Last possession, talk about how you girls closed it out, finish it and win it.
In the timeout, we really locked in because we knew this was a must-win game and we needed to have this to advance. So I think we're really locked in and I really focused and it helped us get a stop.
What do you got to do to beat the team you play tomorrow, who it might be, Northwest or whoever? You go into the semifinals against Northern Guilford on their court tomorrow. Talk about how important that game is and what you got to do to win the semifinal game and keep it. And are you tired now? Are you ready to go again?
I'm ready to go again.
Talk. What do you want to do? What do you have to do to get that win?
We got to lock in, get a good, nice rest, and from the heart. We trying to get it from the heart, which is really gonna win the game for us tomorrow.
How many shots do you take between now and tomorrow's game before you start warming up tomorrow? Pre-game warm-ups. You get a basketball in your hands any time between now and tomorrow and take a few shots before?
Every morning before a game, I go out and get about 500 shots.
Where do you shoot those? Here at the school or at home?
At home.
In a driveway, backyard?
Yes, sir.
500 shots? What time?
Around there. it's a net, and it just kicks the ball back.
Oh yeah, a little retrieving net. So you do that before school. What time do you do that?
Like 8 o'clock, 7:30.
So you knock it out between, say, 7:30 and 8 or 8:30, you're done?
Yes, sir.
500 shots. I think I took about maybe 250 yesterday. I'm tired today. So you got the energy. You got the job done. Keep up the good work, and congratulations on the win. And play even better tomorrow. Can you do that?
I will, yes, sir.
You got it. Coach, congratulations on the win today. Fun talking to your team. And I think you've done an outstanding job. I heard about Revis coming in from Rocky Dam County. I said, is that any relation to Lee Revis? I think they spell their names different, though. He's at Northwest right now.
Yeah, no relationship.
But you got to be happy about the wins, what your girls are doing, and how fired up are you for the game tomorrow?
I'm ready. We beat them before. We split with them in the conference. We're ready to take on tomorrow.
Coach, good job today. Keep up the good work, and good luck in the game tomorrow.
All right, thank you.